times. I know this professor is bored, he's tired seeing my face. Just hearing 10 times, he said, okay, young man, I can see your seriousness. I am going to help you out. I'm going to send out email to all professors in the biology, in the science department. And actually, he kept to his word. He sent out emails and asked me to come back the next day. I am desperate to get what I want. I need to be really, really persistent. I went there exactly the time he asked me to. And guess what? He said, congratulations, you'll be working with Professor Maria Brooks, professor for biology at Greenmount College. I was like, wow, biology professor? I'm a business major? I said, wow, I needed something. I got so excited that I have gotten a job. At least I have something to do, even though I'm a business major. When I met Professor Maria Brooks, she said, congratulations, you'll be working with me, you'll be taking care of the fish, you'll be taking care of the plants, you'll be doing this, you'll be doing that, all biology, science kind of stuff. I'm a business major. I found the job so interesting. And guess what? Professor Maria Brooks, she's really, really awesome. She's an awesome professor. How I also got my summer job, same thing is applicable. I apply the same principle. This is no magic. This is real. When you apply some of these things, it's going to work out for you. I got my summer job. Everybody was busy trying to get a job. I concentrated on my final exams and God helped me. I did well. So time came for the job. I keep going to this professor again. A lot of recommendations have gone out to him, Professor Jim Graves. I keep going to him. He said, young man, come back the next day. I went the next day. He said, come back the next day. I went the next day. He said, come back. I keep going for over 2-3 weeks, asking him for an employment. It got to a point I was like, okay, can I volunteer? I need a place to stay over the summer. At least if I volunteer, I'll be able to, have a place, a roof over my head or something like that. It got to a point that I was like, okay, I don't need the money anymore. I need to volunteer in order to stay on campus because I got stranded. So that persistence made Professor Maria Brooks, the professor I'm working with, to really, really fight for me. And guess what? I ended up working with her. I finished my work study for the semester. 2 days later, I heard news started flying all over campus that I will be working with Professor Maria Brooks. It was really shocking, really, really shocking. I had to meet Professor Maria Brooks and I said, Professor, you didn't tell me that I will be working with you all over the summer. She said, Erundu, I am not bragging. I humble myself before God and before man to say this. She said, Erundu, I have seen your hard work. I have seen your persistence. I have seen your commitment. I have seen that you really need something. I can't go elsewhere to hire somebody else. Right there in the presence of Professor Maria Brooks, I fell on my knees. That somebody I'm working with could give such appraisal even when I'm not there. It's really, really overwhelming. It's really, really overwhelming. I'll be right back as I take a very short commercial break. Don't change the dial. Hello, listeners. If you are just tuning in, this is Aaron Duju Chisom reaching you live. So far, I have gone really far, but take our time to listen to this podcast offline. It will be available on YouTube, on my Facebook page. I sincerely want to appreciate you for taking our time to be with me live or offline whenever you feel like. It's a great honor and a real privilege to see that you listen to me. So far, I've been discussing about why people easily quit and why it's so important to be persistent. I would like to share a little bit story about Liz Brown. Liz Brown is a renowned motivational speaker here in the United States. He said something when he was making a presentation back in 1993 or so. He titled it, "It Is Not Over." Liz Brown said, and I quote, "I was playing again with my son, John Leslie. You know, I was able to beat him in a 10 straight games in a game called Connect 4. And finally, Liz Brown said, I'm quoting him, I am bored. I don't want to play anymore. I want to go to bed. Little John, his son, replied, his dad, Liz Brown, saying, it is not over until I win. That was Little John's attitude. Both John and Brown played 7 other games, and finally, after the 11th game, Little John won. He got up and yawned, and he said, I am ready to go to sleep now, Dad. Wow. I am ready to go to sleep now, Dad. I want to ask you this question. How many times have life beat you to the point that you refuse to try again? How many times have you tried that stuff? How many times have you given up hope? How many times will you continue to try? It's just like when Jesus said, how many times will your brother offend you and you will forgive him? He said 7 times 70. I really want to encourage you tonight to continue to work hard 7 times 70, even beyond that. When you quit, the world will mock you. But when you keep trying, I bet you, one day the world will stand and appraise you. I would like to end today's episode, today's postcard, with the words of Kevin Colliday, the 30th President of the United States, a Republican lawyer from Vermont. Oh my God, I am currently in Vermont. I never knew I could dabble into such a quote. He said, nothing in this world can take the place of persistence. Talent will not. Nothing is more common than unsuccessful people with talent. Genius will not. Unrewarded genius is almost a proverb. Education will not. The world is full of educated failures. Oh my God, this is so jeez. I am praying that I will not be among them. Persistence and determination alone are the omnipotent. Persistence and determination alone are the omnipotent. I repeat again, persistence and determination alone are the omnipotent. I sincerely want to appreciate you for taking out time to listen to today's podcast. I'm looking forward to present more exciting and also looking forward to improve in what way, in any way I can. Once again, it is a rare honor and a rare privilege to have you listen to me tonight. Thank you and bye bye.